Middle strike is a pre-planned strike against critical targets in the enemy's near rear. These attacks are carried out using specialized medium-range Kamikaze UAVs drones. Like these hit warehouses, headquarters, air defense systems, and logistics hubs at distances from 100 to 300 kilometers, 62 to 186 miles. Folks, today we've got a unique chance to work alongside one of these units. We're going to show you how they conduct middle strikes. Right now, they're already in position. The guys are preparing for launch. After that, we'll speak with the commander and go through all the details. The team has just completed a run with the first aircraft, and now they're assembling the next one and getting ready to work another target. So overall, how many people are there in the crew assembling the drone itself?
6. If you count the driver and the medic, then it's 6 people. They all differ in design. Ours has the classic layout, a classic aircraft-type platform. You could say cargo style. Not very fast, but it slips around enemy air defense. Was everything opened up?
Yeah.
Zozulia. That's a really beautiful Ukrainian name. It's an aircraft carrying a warhead of over 50 kilograms, 110 plus pounds, with a stable communications link. The manufacturer is Combat Birds of Ukraine. We've been cooperating with them for a long time, helping refine this system directly on the strip, right on the battlefield. They approach the work very responsibly. In the form it exists now, it's a highly effective aircraft.
The range depends on the size of the warhead, or more precisely, on the weight. The heavier the payload, the less fuel we can take, and accordingly, the shorter the flight distance. But right now, we're operating out to 500 kilometers, 310 miles. We're not taking targets farther than that yet. There are already plenty of targets as it is.
Roughly how much time does it take you to get fully combat ready?
Around an hour.
Our task is to prepare the aircraft and send it off so it reaches its target, making sure everything is technically sound. The camera feed was working, it was turning, the engine was running.
I came prepared. The guys allowed me to sign a message on the wing for the other side. Before the team sends the aircraft out on a mission, reconnaissance and additional recon are carried out first. The guys select their targets very carefully, and their top priority is always making sure civilians near the target area are not harmed during the strike. Honestly, right now, I'm just standing here watching this whole process. And you know, I've got this feeling like we're about to burn Moscow down. I'm just blown away by what's happening here right now. The second aircraft is airborne.
Off to do good deeds.
When we release the aircraft, we don't see where it flies or what it hits. We only see that later, after we've returned to our permanent base. And when someone comes in and shows us how everything worked, that's when the emotions hit us. More than anything, we wait to see our warhead detonate. We want to see the explosion itself, the mushroom cloud, how everything burns, how they all start running around trying to put it out. We like that. We like seeing the result of our work.
And what's really cool is that the pilot can operate from basically anywhere in the world. That's kind of the whole feature of Middle Strike.
We are the launch group, and there's also the control group. All of us work in sync toward one goal. The entire UAV crew of Zalv was directly hit. And by the way, it was a middle strike operation, the launch you saw yourselves. After that, we returned to planned targets and helped arrange a little blackout for them, especially in areas with the highest concentration of enemy garrisons and repair bases. places where they thought they'd be sitting comfortably and safely. We did everything possible to weaken the operation of enemy radar systems, enemy electronic warfare systems, and the support infrastructure for enemy garrisons. We targeted the energy sector directly, the very infrastructure that fuels the aggression of the Russian Federation against Ukraine.
Why is it so important to hit exactly these kinds of targets?
Everything is tied to energy infrastructure, both for the enemy and for us, especially in frontline zones. That includes charging batteries, operating technical equipment, communications. When you hit the energy sector, when you hit logistics, everything there starts collapsing. Fuel and lubricant storage sites, once those are hit, carrying out difficult assault operations and active combat actions directly on the line becomes much harder for the enemy.
Ammo no longer reaches the battlefield. Fuel no longer reaches the battlefield, and everything else along with it. And of course, we also stop them from hauling our resources out of our territory.
You know, after seeing how Middle Strike works, I probably have this dream now for Middle Strike to create its own entire line of drones and start operating on the same scale as FPVs, hunting the enemy nonstop and pushing them farther and farther away so they can't create these kill zones along our front line.
We already control a very large zone at distance from the line of battle contact, and as you can see from the news, we're already launching twice as many deep strikes as they once launched against us.
If you strike energy infrastructure, if you strike logistics, all logistical routes, roads, railways, maritime transport. By the way, we already applied some fire pressure in the port of Berdyansk and inflicted damage there. All of this determines success or failure on the battlefield, and our regiment operates from the line of battle contact deep into enemy territory. We hit targets over 350 kilometers away, 217 plus miles, in Crimea.
Actually, yes, I wanted to ask about that target in Crimea. What exactly was it when you were operating there?
It was a target in Crimea, and we worked on it repeatedly. It wasn't the only target in Crimea, but first and foremost, we proved to ourselves our technical capability, that we can do this. And yes, we can do it. Now it just needs to be scaled up. Middle strike operations used to be the domain of the Special Operations Forces, military intelligence, the unmanned systems forces, and the security service. The only two corps that currently have middle strike systems in their arsenal are the 3rd Corps and the 17th Corps. And I'm convinced that the process of scaling this experience throughout the armed forces and the defense forces is already underway. So this work in these strike systems can be expanded through the corps structure as quickly as possible. In my opinion, if this is scaled correctly, supplied properly, if crews are trained and equipped with the systems themselves, it really could significantly influence the course of the war.
We're bringing victory closer. We're destroying the occupiers. What could be better than that? They need to be driven out of here as fast as possible. And we need to help our guys so that as little enemy logistics as possible reaches the battlefield. That's the main mission, and there's no way that can't make you happy. The more sorties we fly, the fewer problems our fighters on the front line have.
We've got a unique crew, unique because every single one of us is from the city of Kryvyi Rih. There's a saying, don't fear God, fear the boys from Kryvyi Rih. That's why the occupiers are afraid of us.